Guys, so we're going to go into our second knee cut entry. So the first one, we clear grips, right? This one, we're just going to let our partners keep his grips, and we're just going to go straight from the De La Riva position, right? So it's kind of like two different styles, I guess, right? So the first style is like clearing grips, stripping everything off, so that you start with dominant grips, right? So it's a very patient game, right? So you're just fighting for grips until you get the opportunity to go first, okay? The second one, right, we're just going to let our partner keep his grips, and then we're going to enter the knee cut from this position, right? So both very similar, okay? So the key detail is that, like, when I go for the knee cut and Jordan's holding my ankle, right, I can't just cut straight across him from being squared up on him, right? Because he's holding my ankle. So if I try to go from here, he's always going to lift up my ankle here, and then I'm going to not have base, and then I'm going to fall, okay? So that's why whenever I do this knee cut, I always have to create an angle. That's why we pull him off the ground and turn him to the side. Okay, so instead of clearing grips this time, we're just going to start with the collar grip straight away. So we're going to reach down, grab the collar grip. Right, so a lot of you grab the cross collar. Okay, so both these entries, I'm grabbing the same side collar. Okay, if you notice when you grab the cross collar, it was weird because it's very loose when you grab on that side and you try to pull him across. Okay, so you want to grab the same side collar. And then my other hand is going to grab the bottom of Jordan's pants here, okay, like a sleeve grip, except I'm grabbing the bottom of his pants. Right, now same thing, guys. I still need to pull Jordan off the ground, so I'm going to shift my weight back and lift Jordan off the ground. Okay, then I'm going to step back and then punch down. Okay, I'm going to punch down in between my crotch and then rotate Jordan at the same time. Enter my knee cut here. Okay, once you've entered this position, Jordan's likely going to try and frame me off, right? Because he's in a very tough situation here. You're going to start trying to frame me off and get me off here. So then I can grab onto his, so just tap in. Then I can grab onto Jordan's gi here, right by his elbow. Keep your elbow close to your ribs, right? This prevents him from getting that knee shield in. Then I'm going to do the same thing, pull up on his elbow, slide my knee across, and then get to side control. Alright guys? Now I'll show you what I'm doing on the other side. Okay, so this side I'm sliding my knee, and at the same time, as I'm sliding my knee, sorry. Alright guys, so at the same time, as you frame, right, at the same time as I'm sliding my knee out, okay, I'm dropping this elbow to the ground here, okay, so that I can control Jordan's hips on both sides. If I don't control Jordan's hips on this side, when I'm here, Jordan can hip escape and then get his knee back in here, okay? So I want to make sure I drop this elbow to the ground, control his hips on both sides so he can't move. All right, so one more time. All right, I reach down, grab Jordan's collar. Okay, my other hand's gonna grab the bottom of his pants. Okay, so I'm gonna shift my weight back and pull Jordan off the ground. Then I can punch into my crotch, rotate him, get to my knee slide position. Then cut and grab his gi by his elbow, slide my knee out as I drop my elbow to the ground on this side. Get to side control here. Alright guys, you guys are all good with that? Alright, let's grab our partners. 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, just want to give you a couple tips when you're pulling someone off the ground. Okay, so one, if you grab the cross collar, it's not going to work, right? It's too much slack. Okay, so we always grab the same side collar. Now, if you grab low on the collar, right, there's going to be a lot of slack, so there's a lot of give before I start pulling, right? So this makes it hard to pull my partner off the ground. Okay, so you want to reach a little bit higher. Okay, and then the other thing you can do is also you can fold his gi. So you can fold his gi like this. Okay, see how this shortens the gi? Then you're pulling closer to his chest. Okay, so you can fold the gi first before you pull, right? If you pull just the lapel here, right, there's more lapel to pull, so there's more slack when you're pulling. Okay, so you can fold the gi, get it real tight, right, and then you can start pulling him, and it's much easier. Okay, and then the other thing is don't rotate until you've pulled him like a decent amount off the ground. Okay, so the more of Jordan's back's on the floor, the more friction, right? If I try to rotate him like this, it's very difficult. The reason I have to pull him off the ground, right, is just to reduce the friction, make it easier for me to rotate him, okay? But if he's flat on the ground and I try to rotate, no way, it's not gonna happen, right? So make sure you pull him a decent amount off the ground first, and then you rotate. Alright guys? Now,